Hello fellas. Welcome back to Top 5 Choices. This is Haley from Top 5 Choices, and I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I am going to do a detailed review and pick the top 5 best camera gimbal stabilizers for DSLR and mirrorless, 2022. After doing proper researches, we came to the conclusion that meets the best in terms of overall. Kindly leave a like if you find this helpful, and I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications if you haven't. We will be also providing affiliates link to purchase from Amazon. Kindly use it for best offers and purchase from anywhere in the world. We'll be back with more videos. The RS2 offers all the standard shooting modes you'd recognize if you have ever used a Ronin or similar gimbal, as well as a few new modes/features added in this version. A big addition is ActiveTrack 3.0, an update to the most advanced tracking technology, and after some testing, we found that it is a big upgrade from the previous generation. DJI says that it uses new and more advanced algorithms to track your subject, and this is clearly accurate given how much better the system was in use. The gimbal is reportedly able to support a payload of up to 10 pounds for up to 12 hours, if properly balanced. For the majority of our testing, the team used the Canon EOS R or R6 and the 24 to 105mm or the 14mm. This combo doesn't come close to maxing out its motors, but no matter what we put on it, the motors gave no lag or resistance/strain. Unless you're getting into big cinema rigs, the Ronin RS2 seems capable of handling any DSLR or mirrorless combo you can throw at it. Another much improved thing that I liked was the motor locks. This made it way easier to balance the gimbal because I only had to focus on one axis at a time, a feature that the SC has but not the original S. This feature makes the initial setup so much easier to manage, as well as just quick/short storage, without disassembling the gimbal. You can lock the arms and be assured the kit won't move while it's sitting down between shots. Just remember to turn the system off before engaging the locks. My favorite part of the RS2 is the screen. You truly do not need the app to adjust any parameters of the gimbal, and everything can be done on the gimbal itself, which is nice when doing it on the run. While the app allows for an easier/more visible interface, with this new touchscreen LCD, you don't actually need it at all, unlike previous generations, giving you the freedom to get up and running in whatever mode you need for those last-second shots. You can save space, time, and battery life by not using the smartphone app. The ergonomics and aesthetics are great. The handle allows you to go from regular mode into low mode and is a welcomed addition. And the lower angled rear motor is perfect, giving you clear access and line of sight to the back of the camera. It only gets obstructed when you're shooting low profile angles. The Gimbal 2 has an Infineon sensor and an improved core algorithm, plus upgraded motor torque to give it greater stabilizing power. GN is always a bit cagey about payloads, but the Gimbal 2 is thought to be able to support a payload of up to around 4 kg. For the first time on a gimbal, the Gimbal 2 has a 2.88-inch vari-angle color touchscreen. This folds in against the horizontal section of the gimbal's body and can be flipped out for use. It can display a menu of features, but when the gimbal is paired with GN's Transmount Video Transmission Transmitter AI, it can also be used to view the scene and to monitor the smart follow object tracking. As usual, the Gimbal 2 has a collection of stabilizer modes including pan follow, lock, follow, point of view, vortex, go and portrait. Pan follow makes a good default choice, but part of the skill in using a gimbal is selecting the right mode for the shooting situation. GN supplies the Gimbal 2 with a mini tripod that can be attached to the base of the grip during balancing and shooting when the gimbal is controlled remotely via the free GN smartphone app with the legs closed in. This tripod is also useful as an extension to the handle. Alternatively, it can be attached to the end of the horizontal section of the gimbal to create a sling-style grip, which is particularly useful for low-level shooting. Slightly larger and around 500 g heavier than its predecessor, the Gimbal 2 also has a higher quality feel, a more ergonomic grip and a better control arrangement. The main grip, for example, is clear of controls, and with the exception of the trigger button around the front, the controls are all on the left of the horizontal section. This makes them less likely to be pressed or nudged accidentally, but still easy to locate. However, left-handed users will not be so happy with the location of the controls. As usual, after charging the Gimbal 2's battery, the first step in using it is to balance the camera on it. If you've not done this before, allow yourself 30 minutes, but it gets quicker and easier with practice. All the moving parts sliding easily and smoothly, so it doesn't take long to find the correct balance point with each axis. When it's not in use, the Gimbal 2's axis locks keep the arms neatly aligned for easier storage and transportation. There's no annoying chatter from the locks as you walk. The locks are also easy to use and, unlike the Gimbal S, they never seem to stick, so you can unlock everything quickly. Most importantly, the Gimbal 2 does a really excellent job of stabilizing the footage recorded on a camera like the Panasonic GH5 II or Sony A7 III. However, it seems quite a snug fit for a full-frame camera with a 24 to 70mm f/2.8 lens, and you need to take care with the angle of the camera screen. The Moza Air 2S supports most mirrorless and DSLR cameras up to 9.3 pounds. The gimbal has a relatively compact design and features a metal body, so it's robust and sturdy. The built-in battery runs for up to 20 hours and can be recharged in approximately 2 hours when using a fast USB charger. 12 buttons on the handle allow you to access gimbal/camera functions directly, while a smart micro hand wheel lets you make precise adjustments on the fly without having to stop everything. Other features include mimic motion control, inception mode, object tracking, and extensions such as an ARI rosette and a shoe mount for expanding the gimbal for more professional use. The Moza Air 2S features a smart handwheel that operates ultra-smooth and allows micro adjustments, allowing precision control for functions such as pan, tilt, zoom, and follow focus. This feature allows you to make precise tweaks on the go. The Air 2S offers several mount types for expanding the gimbal. There's an ARI rosette, a shoe mount, and an M4 mounting hole. Attach mics, lights, monitors, and other accessories directly. A built-in 3200 mAh high-capacity battery runs up to 20 hours and supports a charging rate of up to 30 W, allowing it to be recharged in approximately 2 hours. The gimbal can also be charged by an optional power bank while in use. The quick-release system is compatible with Manfrotto quick-release plates and allows one-step balancing using a built-in hard stop, meaning you can go from tripod to handheld to gimbal in seconds. The Air 2S lets you pop the camera on and off without having to correct the center of gravity and rebalance the gimbal. The 3-axis lock design of the Air 2S allows easy access to custom balancing configurations and is also used for more secure storage. The latch on each axis can be locked on the go without navigation through software menus. The intuitive AI algorithm can calculate the most optimal parameters for your camera setup, doing away with unwanted vibrations. The Feiyutech AK4500 is necessary if you want to create a high-quality, smooth video while traveling. Without it, you can't get by without using a gimbal unless you have extremely steady arms. Let's start with the case. The Feiyutech AK4500 gimbal comes with an extra hard foam carrying case that includes the 4 lithium batteries, the charger, cables to connect, a tripod, an extension handle, a versatile handle frame, I'll explain more later, quick release plate, a lens supporter, a follow focus, and a hyperlink controller that allows you to wireless control the gimbal. The Feiyutech AK4500 gimbal comes with a good rubber grip and a customizable function wheel, which you can use to move the camera or use as a follow focus. Then there is an extension handle, tripod, with a rubber cover, so you can have a better grip, and a versatile handle frame that allows you to connect the extension handle, tripod, or the hyperlink controller. This versatile handle frame is really good if you want to film near the floor or just for traveling and carrying it between different locations, as it makes carrying the gimbal really easy. Balancing a gimbal can be a pain, and it is usually just time-consuming, though it's so important to do it properly. The Feiyutech guys added a second plate, so you can attach this one directly to your camera and use it as a quick release system. Like that, once your camera is balanced, you don't need to go through the same process over and over again. Such a simple solution. This is lovely, and such a big time saver. Thumbs up for Feiyutech. Each motor of the Feiyutech AK4500 gimbal comes with a locking system, so you can balance each motor separately, which makes it easier not only to balance, but also to store your device. You can also detach the handle of the gimbal, so it gets smaller while traveling. One of the best features on the gimbal is the touchscreen. You can use it for so many functions, without using an app. There's an app that gives you extra functionality, but I prefer just to use the touchscreen without connecting my phone. But it's worth to connect the camera with the gimbal via Bluetooth. The touchscreen gives you access to different modes: default, smooth, action, and customize. Those provide the options to control whatever speed you want the gimbal to turn. Then there are payload settings and calibration. There is also an inception mode, in which you can set the speed, the side that you want to turn. And there's even the option for an endless rotation mode, for those trendy 360 degrees rotations. The portrait mode is for selfie vlogger videos, but you will need to stretch your arm and point the camera to you, so that doesn't work very well. First up, we have the maximum load capacity of the Redog R1, with it being able to support an awkward maximum camera payload of 2.9 pounds. We have no idea why Benro settled on 2.9 pounds of load capacity support for the gimbal, as it is in the middle of two of the most popular gimbal weight classes, while not performing very well in either. If you are a point-and-shoot camera owner, then chances are your camera rig will come in with a total payload weight of around 1 pound up to around 1.5 pounds. With a maximum load capacity of 1.76 pounds and a price tag that is around $130 cheaper than the Redog R1, the Fiutech G6 Plus blows it out of the water for the point-and-shoot camera gimbal weight class. Additionally, the Fiutech G6 Plus has managed to earn itself one of the best reputations going right now, and as it was specifically designed and built to dominate the point-and-shoot market, it is smaller and lighter than the Benro Redog R1 too. With the R1 having to have larger gimbal motors to support up to 2.9 pounds of payload weight, it has to be larger and, in our opinion, is just too bulky for your average vlogger who will be looking for a gimbal for their point-and-shoot camera. Next up we have the mirrorless camera weight class cameras like the Sony A6000 and the rest of the Sony Alpha range. Although technically, on paper the Benro Redog R1 is able to support the lighter and mid-ranged mirrorless camera setups, it offers little to nothing in the way of future-proofing while also having a massive price tag for the inconvenience of zero future-proofing. If you are in the market for a mirrorless camera gimbal, then ideally you will be wanting a maximum load capacity of around 4 pounds minimum due to effective load capacity restrictions anyway.